I'm Richard Rebello, and I'm enrolled in a PhD here at Monash to investigate prostate cancer research. I investigate new cancer therapies, which are translational to the clinic. Once we see whether these therapies are working, we figure out how they're working, and we make sure that they don't cause harm and do have a benefit to the patients that we intend to one day maybe use them on. So I investigate new cancer therapies, which can be used in the clinic. I hope that one day my research can better describe some of the things that we're already using and also describe some of the benefits that there are in using new therapies. I hope that one day the work that I'm doing can lead to a drug being used clinically in the hospital. So I ended up studying cancer because I was really interested in cell biology and particularly cancer cell biology. And it's always fascinated me to want to know more about that. So I arrived at Monash and I started a biomedical science degree. And once I completed that, I really was interested in male health and male disease. And I looked for a cancer lab that suited that. I'm a proud member of the Research Group here at Monash. And they are absolutely supportive. And I think it's so essential that you do have a great support group and people to look up to. I was interested in human disease as a young person, and I really wanted to understand the mechanisms behind human disease. And through that degree, I was really able to get a broad grasp of that, and I was able to really decide what area I wanted to research further into. So the reason I came to Monash is because that they are world leaders in research, and particularly in developmental biology, which I was very interested at the time. So Gale's group is a world-class lab, and they are a very prominent part of this department. And I could see that they were the type of researchers that I wanted to be one day. I've learnt so many different tools with which to conduct my research, and I think the most important thing is that I've learned how to think as a scientist. So it's very important because you need to be able to come up with new ideas, new ways to tackle problems here in the lab and also in designing a research project. Gale's lab really respects and supports young students' input into their own research. I think it's almost essential to have a good relationship with the people you work with, and it was really helpful to have other students that I could talk to during my degree so I can do the best I could with great support. So I hope that my research one day can lead me to a postdoctoral position at another institution where I can broaden my thinking. I'd absolutely recommend Gale's lab for two reasons. They are so supportive and they are leaders in research and people to look up to. I really recommend Monash University because they are world leaders in biomedical research.